So this week, here on the Thatcherjoe, I'm ill. Oh, thanks. But despite feeling under the weather, I still have to crank out them videos. It's a big old Thatcherjoe machine. But alas, as they say in theatre or something, the show must go on. And for this week, I've got a very, very special video. If you were subscribed in the early days, you're gonna like this one. If you're new, you might also enjoy this one. But either way, we are taking a trip down memory lane and looking at my very first YouTube video, but also unseen footage. Oh, I can sense the cringe already. We need a little cringe-o-meter down the bottom left corner. Can we do that? Now, the other day I found the raw files of my very first YouTube video. Yep. It's gonna be one of those videos that make your toes cringe. Oh, like every Thatcherjoe video. Yes, like every Thatcherjoe video. Yeah, I found all the original files from my very first video. There's a lot of what I now think is funny footage on there that you would not have seen. And there's also some footage on there that you probably have seen before, but it's just that time we regurgitated it back to the surface of YouTube. And I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna help me realize the times when YouTube was just, it was the place to be, you know? You'll see from this video the sort of content that I was making. It hasn't really changed over the years, not gonna lie. But here we go. Let's take a trip down memory lane and have a little cringe together, shall we? Let's do it. Oh my god, right, you can see, look, you can see, already see on the left, look at Zoe, I didn't point this out, so Zoe actually filmed my entire first, second, and I think third video for me. Actually, she set up quite a lot of them, because she was the one that had the camera. We had a posh, fancy camera that our dad's friend lent us. She's either dressed as a traffic cone or wearing a high-vis jacket. I'm not too sure what's going on there, but either way, let's continue. Also, as you can probably see from my acne video a few weeks ago, you can see me starting to get acne around my mouth a lot. Another thing that's really cringe is I still have that exact same t-shirt. I'd just like to point out we didn't live in a forest. That was our garden, believe it or not. I miss having a garden. You don't get those in London. It's very rare anyway. Just imagine the conversation. Zoe stood there being like, Joe, I want to focus on my own channel. Like, what are you playing at? And there's been like, no, please. This needs to be a funny idea for the video. This, to me, back then, this was how you made YouTube videos. Oh, you can almost see afterwards how much I'm cringing myself. When I walk in the door, you can see that I did a nervous laugh and I was cringing. Turn it off now. I want to watch it back. Turn it off now. I want to watch it back. That was me being like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable with what I'm doing, but I want to make a start on YouTube, you know? Oh, here we go. More footage. You've already done the face. You hear my dad there in the background giving me advice. He's already done the face. Why are you doing it again? Well, you'll see, Dad, because this time we've got masks. Oh, here it comes. Wait for it. Wait for it. Shout out to Alan Carr. Shout out to Keith Lemon. This is the whole point of, right, start a video with things that you find funny, I guess. It's all about your own taste, you know? My taste back then was clearly Alan Carr, Keith Lemon and cauliflower. I think that's the reason why, well, partly the reason why I'm now sat here doing this kind of thing now is because back then, like, there wasn't this kind of content on YouTube back then, you know? There was no one doing this. Admittedly, there's probably not many people doing this now. But I think that's what made me slightly special. Now in this bit, we were trying to get a shot of me driving past. I don't know why. Once again, who knows why? We thought it'd be funny. I had to drive past slow, but Zoe, bless her, she wasn't the best with the camera. It sounds weird because obviously she is now, but when it comes down to the technical side of the camera and how to make a camera work, she's not the best. She's good at being in front of the camera, but not as good being behind the camera, and you'll see why in this clip.
Filming this little segment for Joseph, and because I'm wearing a fluorescent jacket, it appears that everyone thinks I'm a speed trap camera and they keep slowing down and it's hilarious. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, here I come.
Joe, you need to go slower than that, Jesus.
I'll have you know, I was actually going well under the speed limit. Sad little story for you. That car, my first ever car, Polly the Peugeot, or Wendy the 106, couldn't give her a proper name. Tried to trace her back the other day, so I wanted to go and find her again for a vlog. Turns out it got written off by someone and then got crushed and impounded, and it's now probably a baked bean tin somewhere.
Hang on, this is just not straight. Wait.
I love how that car slowed right down because they thought so it was a camera. It actually worked.
Ooh, bit of a skid there.
Here we go, Zoe. This is your moment. Get a nice panning shot. You got this. Nope. You f***ed it.
Slow. I didn't have you in focus.
The struggles of YouTubers, you know. Now people always look back and think, Joe, your first YouTube video wasn't actually that bad. This is what we had to go through to get this to happen, you know. It took a lot of time.
Next time, if there's nothing in the road, can you like stop so I can focus you?
Zoe's accent here is so West Country. I've never heard Zoe speak like that. That is so weird. Obviously I have, but I can't remember what she sounds like this. We both probably have a West Country accent still. That's mad.
There's just gonna be loads of me shouting on this. Hi.
Here we go.
How was that?
You need to,
What are those shorts? Jesus! They're short shorts. They're proper short shorts.
Try to do that thing again, like that. Is that better?
No, do that as like a second clip.
Also, don't know if you can see, but I was hitting the gym back then. Obviously, as it's very, very clear to you, not the legs. I'm not sure about this, but I think my arms have more muscle on them and are actually thicker than my actual legs. I definitely skipped leg day.
Yeah. Stop. Oh, for God's sake. Pull the face now.
What was that? Like, what was I can't remember what I was actually, this whole point of the video was about. I think it's something to do with the fact that apparently one of my hobbies is pretending that I'm driving a car and can't drive. I'm not too sure. Either way, weird.
Running out of petrol.
You're running out of petrol? We're all running out of patience. Hurry up.
Have you got anything?
Yeah, I reckon I have.
That's enough, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm running out of petrol, so should I come in?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Typical. Have you got the shot? Because I'm running out of petrol. Hurry up. I was a director back then. I was a proper good director. Now, if you haven't seen my first video on YouTube, this next clip you may want to look away if you're not into spiders, especially, you know, these spiders that are huge, hairy, and very fast. Yeah, if you don't like those, just skip this next part. It's like an actual tarantula, like a genuine, look, that's bigger, that was like bigger than my hand. Jesus Christ. Even now, I'm looking back at that. I mean, I'm not scared of spiders, but even watching this now, I'm thinking, Joe, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Don't do that. You'll bite. That's the sort of spider that will bite you, you idiot.
How can you touch that? Can you just put it somewhere so that it's not...
What if it jumped in my mouth?
No, let's not imagine it jumped in my mouth. Tell you what, that tan though. Decent tan.
No.
That's a Thatcher's tan, that was.
I'll get my shorts and iron.
No.
I don't know if you heard that, but I said you're not going to get my shorts in, are you? And that's because back then I was very self-conscious about the size of my legs. You know, I was working out everything. I was still working out my legs, but they just weren't growing.
Disturbing me. And that dead one that's down the bottom.
That's probably his girlfriend.
No, that's disgusting.
That's dead, it's dead. Give his girlfriend to him, that's probably why he's here. Look, they're holding hands. Get a photo. It's cute.
It's not cute at all. There's two spiders. A dead one and a live one touching each other.
I'll never let go, Jack.
Explain to me what you've done here.
This is the spider version of Titanic. Here we have Rose and here's Jack hanging off the end of the boat. They're holding hands still, like with like.
He dropped her.
I'll never let go, Jack.
Oh,
and he's
God,
just gone down to the bottom of the sea.
that is just disgusting.
Now Rose is getting on the lifeboat. Look.
What was that? That was part of my first ever YouTube video. It's all about just finding things at the spur of the moment. Like you see that became part of it. I wonder what that spider's doing now.
So.
Your Adam's apple's sticking out a lot.
Like that.
Yeah, that's better.
As you can tell, it still does stick out quite a lot. But nowadays, I don't mind. I'm not as self-conscious about it. Back then, I hated the thought of my Adam's apple sticking out. So I always sort of filmed looking like this.
Right. Hello.
Oh, that awkward intro. I look so young though, and fresh-faced, blue-eyed. No bags under my eyes. Big old Bobby Brewer on my collarbone though. Big old spot down there brewing out. You can see that bad boy. I looked so much better back then. Jeez. I remember this moment being like, okay, I can do this kind of stuff. I do it all the time. But as soon as I knew it was gonna get put on the internet, it made me way more self-conscious and way more like scared to do it.
If you don't know me by now, which you should do.
Why should they?
Because you can't talk it, can you?
No, but you sound stupid.
It's okay,
you should know who I am.
We should know who I am by now. No.
I've been in, I think, one video of Zoe's before, 2 videos with Zoe beforehand. And a lot of the comments were saying, Joe, you should start your own channel, you should start your own channel. Hence why I sort of took the plunge and did it. I presumed that I was making this video for those like couple of hundred people. I didn't think it would go out further than the few people that watch Zoe's videos. To be fair, it probably still hasn't branched out past Zoe's viewership, but hey.
Been pestered, well, should I say? I've been pestered to make videos for quite a while now, so I thought, well, not pestered, but I've been...
Asked.
I've been asked by a lot of people to start making these sort of videos.
Oh, it's all so cringe. So much character. As you can see now, I'm a lot more comfortable in front of the camera. Back then, it was weird for me, and it felt awkward. It's almost like I've been interviewed, but now, obviously, it's fine. It just shows that it's not easy to sit in front of a camera and talk to it as if you're talking to lots of people.
Typical boring Sunday, so I thought I'm going to start making videos today. So, that's why I'm here.
The very first Sug Sunday, it seems like. The very first one.
Just as an introductory video, I thought
Yeah.
I would.
Just as
a first video, I thought I'd give you a bit of an insight.
So he had to spoon feed me almost every line. I'll tell you what, this is why you should be grateful of your brothers and sisters. If you're not, go and find right now and say, do you know what, I'm grateful. Thank goodness I had Zoe.
As this is the first video about me, is that right?
Yes, it is about you.
As this is my first...
Yes, Joe, this is your video. Keep going.
As this is mine. That sounds really slurred, doesn't it?
Probably because I would just come back. Probably because it was the morning after. Probably because it was the day. Probably still can't get my words out. I still slur my words now. I used to think it's because I was drunk too much, but obviously clearly it's. Oh, yeah. Oh dear.
I need a drink of water or something.
I still do that now. If I can't get my words out, it gets stuck in my head and I can't get a certain line out, and it plays in my mind, and I have to then get a glass of water, and then after that I'm fine.
Thought I'd give you a little insight into a bit about my life. Not too much though, because that's a bit creepy.
Well, that changed. I pretty much let you into most of my life. I don't find it creepy. Well, it is a little bit creepy, yeah. Some of you watching this are quite creepy, not gonna lie. But most of you, on the whole, 99.9% of you are great. There's just that 0.1% that are a little bit creepy. And you know who you are.
I got down, I like to do whistling. I like to do whistling.
That is why I didn't lose my virginity until I was like 21. Reasons like that. What's your hobbies? Oh, I can whistle. No one likes that. No one thinks that's impressive.
There's a few things that I can do, which not a lot of people can't. A lot of people can do.
Right, think about a sentence that you're going to say and then say it.
I know. We'll get there eventually. It's just good outtakes and stuff.
See, already think of the outtakes. I was just useless. I was so bad at doing this whole thing. But practice makes perfect, you know? I've messed up hardly any times this video.
I wouldn't say I'm a man of many talents, but there's a...
And it was at that point that I realised, I've just followed through after squeezing that hard.
Yeah, I can do this as well. Some people, I try to teach people to do it, but they always just go like this. It's like, no, that's not how you do it.
Oh, that made me cringe. I don't know why that bit really made me cringe. It's when I try and imitate other people, it just didn't work. Ugh.
And I've also just recently found out today that I'm quite competitive, but I don't know why, because I'm rubbish at everything.
Well, nothing's changed there. I'm still, well, I wouldn't even say I'm competitive anymore. I was kind of bothered.
If I buy anything new from a shop, I have to have a tidy room before I bring it home. Otherwise, I just feel really like weird. I can't. It's hard to explain, but I can't. I just don't think about what I'm gonna say.
No, you don't.
It's really hard.
I still don't think about what I'm gonna say. I need to start scripting videos, don't I?
So for my next video, I'd like to do a question and answer video. So if you will either tweet me with the hashtag of @Joe, or what?
Why don't they just tweet you normally?
Oh yeah, well, you can just tweet me.
My Twitter information,
Right, yeah.
right.
You can.
Because Zoe, if you use hashtag #AskJoe, it then becomes trending and you get more followers and engagement and blah 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 blah. See? I know all that now. Didn't know it back then, but now I know it. Also, back in those days, how easy was it to get things trending on Twitter? It was like ridiculous. Like we could get things trending #1 so easily. Now, I don't think, unless you're paying for it, I don't think anyone can get anything trending. Unless it's like proper news or things that people have paid for to be put up there at the top, I don't think you can even get anything trending.
Obviously, from the response I get, I will consider making more videos. And that's a bit like, I might not do it, I might do it, I might not do it.
Oh no! I basically look. If you're gonna watch it and you're gonna enjoy it, then I'll make more. But if no one can be bothered, then I won't bother either.
If it proves well and it goes really well and all that sort of thing, I will make a lot more videos.
Just say, if you like it, I'll do it again.
If you like it, I'll do it again. I'm up for all the sort of challenge videos and all that sort of.
Still am. Anyone got any ideas? Send them to me. I'm ready to do more.
Yeah, there's a lot more to come. So, yeah. Cheers. Done.
Oh, that's so awkward. Oh no! No, what's he doing? What am I doing? Oh, that was awkward. What was that ending? Right, so there we go. That was, I guess, like me reacting to the olden days of YouTube when I brought my first ever video. Cringe, well, cringe. I've got more somewhere. If you do want to see more of those, give it a thumbs up. If the video does prove well and you do enjoy it and stuff and you kind of want more, then I will consider making more videos on this channel. Other than that, I guess I'll see you very soon with another video. Thanks for watching. See you later. Goodbye.